Hello, welcome back to another video. And I was supposed to have one uploaded this week, but I recorded one and I still have to edit it. So my video I recorded last week for this week will be out next week, and the video I'm recording now will be up today. So as you can see, this is the whole premise of this video: how to shade. Oh shoot. It's a very important topic for learning how to draw, mainly color-wise, and knowing stuff like that. So the main thing to think of when shading is, the main thing you want to think about is where is the light coming from, where you need to shade. Because for shading, it depends what you're drawing really. But so if the sun, let's say, came from this direction right here, and it's going on the my sphere. Believe me, it's a bad sphere. It's not really good at all. What you would have to do is, depends what way you're looking at it. Because if it's coming from the back side up, this whole thing will maybe shade, but it's coming from the front facing this way, then will be the back. So I guess presume it's up going that way. So you presume it will be over here. So you want to go lightest to darkest. So darkest be all the way over here. Lightest is what you'll mainly leave alone. So what you'll want to do is, shading, it's not meant to, you don't want to draw hard. That's one thing you have to learn. Don't draw hard, because it's easy to add more and it's not easy to take away, especially when shading. Because this will take me a couple of seconds. I have more examples on the other page, but what I like to do mainly is, this is a sphere. You try to keep it where the sun is shining, make a little circle. That's what I do. And then, I'll say other, where the other ones would be. But it's here, this definitely you want to have dark. Have this light. You'll just kind of want to repeatedly go over the edges. Repeatedly. And you should know where the difference is in shadings. As you can see, it's not completely shade. You can see the difference between there and there. So you really want to learn how to blend together. So if you can get the edges there just a tad smoother, look at that. So you just need to blend this over a tad more. And as you can tell, this is starting to get really shaded, really well. So, so I sort of finished up this. It took me a few seconds, so I paused and did that. But I tried to see, you see how it's darker here and goes to lighter. Mainly when you want to is not leave a big open area, because it's hard to combine a full white with light gray. So you just probably do the whole thing a really light gray over here. But let's move on to the cylinder. Oh, one thing is, what was I gonna say? I created a new channel. My friends did, at least. I'll link it in the description. It's a tips and tricks kind of thing. And then I'll link my other friends' channels in the description too. But let's start with what we got going here. Let's start with this. So if you want to, So if the sun's going on to, like, let's say it's here, it's going on this way, like on top. What you'll want to do is go like really dark in the back. I mean, like really dark. And you'll sort of want to lighten up. So you can see, like, you have to go over multiple times to really get sort of a so that's what I can balance a little more. If you need to go over and make things a tad darker, that's completely fine. So, like, this camera. Also, I know it did that. Well, anyways, as you can see, you can kind of see, like, where, like, they've been combined color-wise. I'm gonna try, like, color pencil and how to shade with color pencil. It might be a different video. I might do it this video. I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you guys. But, yeah, so that's what you can do. If you ever need one, you can grab an eraser. Just make sure you're not erasing too much at a time, though. So I'll try a color pencil down there. But for let's say we're going to do a box here. Everyone had like dark right here to light right there. So what you'll want to do is obviously get this side really dark. Make sure you're not going too dark though to the point where you can't tell. Like, just go to where you know you can blend. It's not like going super dark and like slowly going over, and it'll still be like really dark on the other side. But so what you'll want to do is basically, so I do there's like different strategies to it. I have a few different ways of doing it, different ways. Like you saw a cylinder up there that I just did like one overall coat. It's hard to see, but so what you'll want to do, apply one here, kinda ease off on it a tad, and make sure it's still dark enough that you can not really tell a difference in color until you're going down. So as you can see, I make this a tad darker over here so you can tell a bit more of a difference. And make sure, look at that. To be fair, the tops aren't amazing either. I will admit that the tops aren't too amazing, but one thing people do mess up on shading is like, here, I'll try to focus it right there. Yeah, they like go like this real hard, like really hard. You don't want to do that. You want to make kind of like when you're writing with a pencil. You just want to like you want to do lines, like light lines. That's what you want to do. So if like the dark were to continue this way, this is like horrible, my bad. My Copic, one thing. So my next video obviously will be a Copic marker review, but I'm just saying my drawing skills aren't the best compared to other people. So like I reviewed it well, just my drawing skills aren't as talented, so to speak. And since it's obviously dark over here, light over here, that means the sun will be like right here facing in that way. So you'll just want to do a very light coat. You don't have to shade this one because of the way the light would technically be reflecting off. This phone picks up stuff really well, surprisingly. So as you can see, that's one way to shade. This is one example on the back, which I really want to try shading. I might just do normal shading today, and in the future shading with color pencils. But let's say fire is a good example of shading. So I just gotta make sure that these are like really, these stand out so you can tell where the fire is located, so to speak. So if you haven't already while I'm doing this, I would appreciate if you turn the subscribe button gray and turn the like button blue. But yeah, so we have a new tips and tricks channel called gamerz. My friend came up with the name. It's a weird name, but I said okay to it. You'll probably hear me do voiceovers and some like gameplay. My friend is really good at editing, and I'm not, so I have to ask him to help edit my videos sometimes. But hold on. Alright, back to it. So you'll want to go really dark, and like you can sort of go hard on this. I mean, like, it's not advised, but so this is where you would want to lighten up. And just remember, you need to go over this stuff like multiple times, because as you can see, like the camera fixed it up really well, so it's hard to tell it's blending. Like if you looked at it with a keen eye, you can tell like where it's blended. But you can tell where the blending is happening, even though it's hard to see on here. So like the areas where you lighten up, make sure that it's like, make sure you can, you fill it in so it's not just empty. As you can see, this is starting to come together. So look at that. And then what you want to do here is keep going light, go even lighter. So as you can see, dark, keep with it, go really light, so you can tell it's getting light. And then look at that. So that's one way of doing it. Then I'll finish up with the YouTube sign, then close this video out. So sometimes with like drawings, you don't need to worry about where the sun's coming from or where the light source is from. You can do whatever side. So like if I wanted to, I could go from, let's go like top to bottom kind of thing. So I'm gonna tilt this sideways. So like you said, dark at the bottom, keep that, just lighten up ever so slightly. See, look at that. You can already tell there's some of the shading going on. So, like, that's what a shaded YouTube sign looks like. And then there's ways to make it look like the shades in the center by doing doing that to every angle, like this way, down, that way. So, yeah. That's how to shade. Oh, that's my comic marker video. So, know where your step 1, know where your light source is at. Step 2, know where your light to dark starts, and make sure you keep it consistent. And don't draw too hard. So that's it for this video. On a new video next week. And then subscribe, join my Discord. I appreciate it. Follow my Twitch. And subscribe to the other channel. I'm gonna link in the description. There's two I'd like you to subscribe to. Both of them are my friends, or one of them is my friend, one of them I co-own. But yeah, see you guys later. Goodbye.